All right, question number 7. We're still doing the May 2023 paper. It says a sequence of designs is made using black disk and white disk. The first 3 designs in the sequence are shown below. All right, now A says in the space provided on the grid above, draw design 4. All right, so most times what we do is we tend to, so let's just do this. Putting in the black disk first. All right, I'm using blue ink, but these represent the black disk. All right, so we'll notice just by looking at it, we'll see that the bottom is increasing by 1 every time. So we have 3 at the bottom, 4 at the bottom, and now 5 at the bottom. So now we're going to end up with 6 at the bottom. We have 5 already, so 1 more, 6 at the bottom. There's 2 at the sides, 3 at the side, 4 at the side. So now we're going to end up with 5 at the sides. There is a white disk here. And then in the rest of the spaces, we're going to have white disk. All right, next we're told the number of white disk W and the number of black disk B and the total number of disk T that form each design follows a pattern. The values of W, B, and T for the first 3 designs are shown in the table below. Study the pattern of numbers in the table. Complete rows I, II, and III in the table below. All right, so let's go for row I. All right, so if we're following the pattern, the design number for the number, when calculating the number of white disk, the design number is what? 9 times the design number again, 9 times the design number again, 9 plus 1. And this works out to be 91. The number of black disk forms a pattern. Well, I can simply take away, since the total number of disk would be the number of what? White disk plus the number of black disk. I can simply take away 91 from 111. So 111 minus 91. And we would get here to be 20. All right, in studying the pattern, we notice that the number of black disk, they're going up by 2. They're increasing by 2. So the number of black disk, the general term, TR, would be equal to 2R plus 4. So that is 2 times the design number plus 4. So for design number 9, it's going to be what? 2 times 9. It's 2 times the design number. It's going up by 2. Yes, it's going up by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's going up by 2. Oh, it's not plus 4, it's plus 2. So it's 2 times the design number plus 2. So for design number 9, it's going to be what? 2 times 9, 18 plus 2, and you would again get 20. All right, for here, row II, we have, there are 421 white disk. All right, and following the pattern, this would be 20. The design number would be 20. And the number of black disk would be 2 times 20 plus 2. Remember, it's T20. would be equal to 2 times 20 plus 2. So that is 42. 42 goes here. And the number of white disk plus the number of black disk gives you the total number of this, which is 463. All right, for n here, this would be what? N. This would be n times n plus n plus 1. So this is actually n squared plus n plus 1. Here, this would be what? 2 times n plus 2. And over here, it's going up by how much? It's going up by what, 6? All right, that's not going to work. I think what we're going to do is add the number of white and the number of blacks. So if we add the number of whites, which is what? N squared. To get the total number, it's the number of whites, n squared plus n plus 1 plus the number of blacks, which is what? 2n plus 2. We're going to end up with n squared. N plus 2n is 3n. And 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. All right. Let's see what's next. What's coming next? Next, we're told that Stephen has 28 black discs and 154 white discs. So that's a total of 154 plus 28. So Stephen has a total of 182 discs. Explain why it is not possible for him to make design 12. Now, for design 12, the formula for the total number of discs or the number of discs with the total number of discs with for design n is n squared plus 3n plus 3. Now, when n is 12, so for the total number of discs for design 12, it would be 12 squared plus 3 times 12 plus 3. That would be a total of 144 plus 36 plus 3. This is 183 discs. So now the reason, explain why Stephen, all right, so this is basically the reason why it's not possible for Stephen to use the 154 disc white disc and the 28 black disc to make design 12. And the basic reason is that design 12 requires 183 disc, and Stephen only has what? 182. So that's one reason. The number of white disc that he requires. So for design 12, the number of white disc he requires is 12 squared plus 12 plus 1, which is 144 plus 13. This is 157. So Stephen requires 157 white disc, and I'm guessing the rest would be black disc for design 12, but he only has 154 white disc, so he doesn't have enough. So we probably could make a statement that Stephen doesn't have enough white disc for design 12. 157 is required. And he has only 154. All right, so it doesn't have enough white disk. Therefore, it is not possible with the amount of disk that he has for him to make design 12.